All right. Hey guys. It is Sunday, May 5th, 2024. Looking at crude oil. This is my personal video trade journal, not to be taken as advice. Looking at the daily first, then we'll drill on down and look for something more actionable. I'm a day trade scalper only. But looking at the daily, the thing that is very obvious is this was resistance at this level. Just call it, well, this 78.50 down to 78. So resistance, resistance, resistance. That's three, four times, five times. I mean, it finally got all the way up, but then it came all the way back down and back tested. It crisscrossed this zone basically. But the point is, it acted as resistance four or five times, legit. Then it finally got above it meaningfully, and you can see the these kind of candles suggest the strength, right? Compared to these kind of candles with these wicks, this is like straight buying, powerful right here, finally above, back tested this zone, and then never looked back until now. We're right back in that same exact zone. So top dots daily, price coming down right into structure. So I think it's fair to look at this structure in a way that would say, okay, this is support. It should be support is somewhere right here. So keeping that in mind, we'll just call that 78. Now, before I move along, look at the monthly. Woo wee! I'm only a few days in. Excuse me, weekly. Sorry, weekly. Look at that. Oh man, that's just crazy last week. Good God. Now, if you really zoom out to the monthly, you can see there's a lot of daylight. Good God. I don't want to look at that too much. The weekly is interesting because the letter M, it's possible that this is filling out an M pattern, which I mean, it just is one of those things that how can I trade that? I don't know. I don't trade that far out in the future. I don't trade options, straight futures. So let's get into something a little more actionable. Okay, so here's a nice clue that I just added to my repertoire not all that long ago. The bubbles by Leviathan volume. The bottoms are marked by massive selling, outsized selling. When all the sellers are done selling, price only can go up. Same thing with buying. When the outsized buying volume on these candles gets exhausted, price corrects. Same thing. Now, you can see that the corrections got weaker. Like this, okay, massive correction. Not as massive correction. Not as massive. Very small correction. Nothing but buying all the way up here. All the retail buyers buying the tops. This used to be me. Um, all that buying happened, and then all those contracts got uh, reversed. And as those people covered their longs, it sends the price down even more. But guess what? Right in this same zone we were just looking at, look at all the volume. So this is outsized amounts of volume on these candles, which is a clue that maybe the selling is done, and maybe this is support. So now let's talk about Ellie Wave for a second, because this is really interesting right here. Is based on an Ellie Wave idea. This is either a 1-2 to the downside, which projects for wave 3 all the way down here. And there's other ways to look at this too, but this is just my one way, just that I'm doing. But 1, 2, 3, 4 with a final shove down all the way, wow, anywhere. I mean, it could be in the upper 60s. So, what the heck? That's crazy. But also, Elliott Wave allows this right here to be an A, B, C. So instead of it being a 1-2 to the downside, it could be a corrective, impulsive A correction, and maybe this impulse right here is really just a C wave. So, and also what's wild is, look, it's right at the 100 fib, which is the perfect A equals C fib, and it's right in a zone, and you've got the volume happening, selling, massive selling. So it is possible that this is where support is going to catch. But I'm not even trading that. So I'm doing nothing. But the way I'm trading is I'm looking at these fibs on a much lower time frame, and honestly, what I'm thinking about for the open is whether or not it's going to gap up or gap down. If it does, this is something I've learned from Armando, my buddy in Miami. Keeping it real simple. Hold on, Ellington. Ellington? Hold on a second. I'm
I hit
almost.
my tooth on something, and
Oh,
it
oh,
hit really hard.
oh, okay. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see.
And
Is it loose?
yeah, because it hit it really hard.
Oh, my son. Hold on a sec. Okay, hold on a second. All right, so if it gaps up, it's a potential sell opportunity. I would be much more inclined to take a sell. And I'm a scalper, so much more inclined to take a sell from there. And if it gaps down, I'd be a lot less likely to take a buy. But if I were going to take a buy, it would be, somewhere down in here like this. All right, so that's what I got. And it's probably a good time for me to stop this because the boys are here. The boys are back.
Yeah, what's up, bro?
All right, so that's what I got. Sell from the 618. If it gaps up and then comes up higher to the 618, I'll sell it. If it gaps down, I don't know if I'll buy or not. I'd much rather be a seller than a buyer. But let's see what happens at the open because this is a key level on the larger time frame with that 100 fib being right. We're here right now. It's decision time. So there you go. Good luck. See ya.